All right, we are back. This is Gaming the Right Way, and this is the Mets scoreboard. Today is the rubber game with the Mets against the Blue Jays. The Mets won the game last night. Beautiful pitching by McLean. It's a shutout. Today we got Peralta going against Brandon Fisher. Peralta's 5-6, and Fisher is 3-3. This is the rubber game to see who wins the series, and hopefully, the Mets can win a series because it's been a while since we won the Mets won a series. So that's what we're looking forward to. Just want to make sure. Hold on one second. I want to check my. Always want to check my volume, but I'll check it soon. I didn't have it prepared. Anyway, I got the lineups. The game should start about 4 minutes or so from now. Looks like the Mets are going to have Carson Binge batting first, Juan Soto second, Bo Bichette, who had a really good defensive game yesterday against his old team. Francisco Lindor, A.J. Ewing, Francisco Alvarez, who hit a home run, which is nice. Young, Brett Beatty, still in there with Brett Beatty. I guess, Ventos is just going to be pinch hitter, or when they need a change, for defense. And Tyrone Taylor, and that is the Mets lineup. Coming in for the Toronto Blue Jays will be Lukes, and Vlad Guerrero is back from his back spasms. He'll be batting second, and also Okamoto will be batting third. Varsho batting fourth. Kurt batting fifth. Pinango batting sixth. Clement batting seventh. Keys batting eighth. And Andres Jimenez batting ninth. And that is your starting lineup right there for both teams. And just have to wait for the we got a delay? Don't they have a dome on their stadium, or am I crazy? What is going on? I just saw there's a delay in the Met game. I did not read that. I did not see that until right now. Oh, well, we got a delay, people. So now we got to kill some time. So just give me 1 second here. I don't know why there's a delay. Maybe there's somebody getting some kind of a award. I don't know. All I know is there's a delay. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up the poll. Who will win this series right now? That is strange because I thought last night it looked like they had unless it doesn't open up or something. I don't know. But I don't know the delay. I really don't. Wish I did. Alright, let's just do the poll. We'll work it from there. Well, it's a good thing they started this late. I mean, early. I was going to do a second game tonight. I'm just going to do the Braves just to get the feel of the Braves game. But who knows now? We don't know how long the delay is and what the delay is. So I'll just put this on here. Who wins game 3? Oh, well, who wins the series? And I looked deeper into that Braves series. I didn't know it was going to be a wraparound. It was going to be Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So it's going to be a 4-game series. And, like I said, I'm just looking for the Mets to, show up for the games and not be blown out, I mean, you did beat them in Citi Field. So, who says we can't beat them on the road, right? I'm going to have to find out from good old trusty little, well, we call her Ziggy. Hey, Ziggy, what's the deal in Toronto? Is it at the Rogers Center? Is it raining? Oh, no, she's not listening to me. Hey, Ziggy, what's the deal in Toronto at the Rogers Center? Is it raining? Oh, boy, she don't want to talk today.
Heavy rain is expected this afternoon at Rogers Center, with about a 90% chance of precipitation around 2 p.m.
Ziggy, do they have a dome, a closed a stadium, or is it open only?
Rogers Center is a retractable roof stadium, so it can be closed with its dome or open to the sky. Are you planning to visit the stadium today or just curious about its features?
No, but I'm just wondering why they have a delay at the Rogers Center when it's a closed dome, stadium. So
They don't open it instantly just because it's open. The crew runs safety checks and waits for warm, dry conditions, since cold or windy weather can jam the 20-minute hydraulic system.
so they probably have to wait 20 minutes and then they close the stadium because the threat of rain maybe changed it now. I got it. Thank you. So I'm not sure if that's accurate enough, guys, but that's what's going on.
They'd rather close it proactively than get caught with fans soaked halfway through the process.
Yeah, I got you. Thank you, Zig. Let's go, Mets. Oh, Ziggy usually says, let's go, Mets. Ziggy, you didn't say let's go, Mets. No? I guess not. Hey, Zig. Nah, she went to sleep. All right, no problem. Well, anyway, that's what's going on, I guess. There's a rain coming at 2 their time, I guess. And I guess it takes like 20 minutes for the dome to close or whatever, the tropical roof. So we're going to be in a delay here. I don't know how long, like I said. I'm sure they'll give it to me on the when they get it. So just got to stand by. I'm just putting the poll up right now. So if anybody wants to do the voting on it, be free. Be welcome. So hold on. Oh, I want to check to see if my sound's working. All right, sound's working. That's good. Here's something I have to say. I have to thank the. I'm not sure if a lot of you know, or you probably do know him, but 1 second here. This is for my man over here. Hold on. I want to thank the Brooklyn guy. He invited me on his channel last night. It was pretty cool. I've never been invited on a channel before. We talked about the Mets and everything, so I want to thank him. Like I said, the Brooklyn guy. Go subscribe to him. He's really awesome. He loves the Mets and the Rangers, and this is for him. I thank him for that. I should be this afternoon going on his channel again after this game. Hopefully we can get a win for the Mets and we can talk some good stuff instead of always negativity, because that's what's going on with the Mets. We'd like to get some positive. And of course I get they always find me the 800 number, people, every time I'm doing this. So anyway, we'll have the poll. We'll get that up, and then we'll do that before the 4th inning. We'll check it. We'll do some scores that are out there right now, that are playing. So, like I said, I'm just waiting for the game to start. Give me 1 second. While I swelter in the heat, because I'm in a room that don't have the air. So, anyway, I do this for you guys. Anyway, 2. All right, so who will win the series? Oh, win the series. Yeah, win the series. Okay. All right. It was a game that the Mets played. They basically did everything they were supposed to do. Pitching, hitting, fielding was perfect. That was Green's second win as a Met manager in what? He came in on Friday of last week. He won on Saturday the next day. He lost the first game, but he won the second game. Proceeded to lose the next game. Then Sunday, Monday, and then Tuesday he won the game. So that he's basically got a record of I think 2-4, if I'm correct. Anyway, like I said, just want some consistency from the team. Maybe get our young players to our young pitchers to win some games like McLean there. I know that. Yeah. I know that that they're probably showcasing Peralta, and they're putting Beatty in there a lot. I think Beatty is also on it. It could be going. So, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised that the team keeps only Juan Soto, Binge, AJ Ewing, Bo Bichette, maybe Bo Bichette, and or Alvarez, and then everybody else is just ready. They can go. I'm not sure about. We were discussing yesterday. Me and the Brooklyn guy, and I forgot the guy's name. I'm really sorry about the other guy that was with him. I'm bad with names. I apologize. But we were discussing about maybe Lindor may not be going because of all the the two injuries that he's had this year. So, but you never know. Any kind of playoff run would definitely take you Lindor. So we discussed that, So you guys let me know what you think, who should stay and who should go, really. So we'll get into we gotta like I said, it's gonna be I don't know how long. They didn't discuss it. They didn't tell us when the games. Usually they tell you what time the first pitch is going to be, but I haven't received anything yet. So we're just going to sit here and wait it out. Anyway, all right, that's all set. I just want to make sure that was set. And that's set. And that's set. And that's set. So, all right. So, yeah, getting Alvarez and like I said, putting Alvarez in a spot where he can do some damage, fourth, fifth, or sixth is perfect. The other way around, ninth batting is just not good for him. So I'm glad that Green has decided to keep him. Maybe he won't keep him there, but right now he's been there and he gave a home run yesterday. Felt good for him. Felt good for the team. So that was something. They basically, like I said, they played a game that they needed to play, really, to show that they are capable of winning and they're capable of shutting out teams. And even though Toronto is having a bad year, well, they're having not a so-called bad. They're right 40-46. You know what I'm saying? The Mets are 36-50. Trying to get to 500 will be like, you got to keep winning every day. So like I said, I don't think that's going to happen. But if it does, I told you I'd eat the hat. So anyway, So yeah, and then you got the relief pitching that was really good for the Mets. Really good was Weaver. Weaver is just his ERA is 2. Simply 2. He was lights out. Raley, he was good. And of course, you got your closer coming in. Finally gets a save opportunity. You know, usually he comes in when there's no save. You know what I'm saying? So he had his 12th save of the year, which you think, wow, you think there would be more chances for saves, but there isn't because the Mets they've lost 50 games this year and only won 36. You know what I'm saying? So he's not coming in when it's a save opportunity. It's unfortunate. Okay, first pitch is going to be at 3:27 Eastern time. It just told me. So there you go, 3:27. So we got a little bit more time I'd say about 10 minutes. 10 minutes. So 10 minutes will be starting. So yeah, so we'll get some scores in here right now, I'm sure. Yeah, well, we got a final. We got a final already. No, I don't. Sorry, that was yesterday's game. Oh, God. All right, well, I'm going to introduce my buddy here because I make mistakes or he gets to hear it. And I can't get him working, of course. There he goes, Woody. Say hello, everybody. Anyway, that's Woody when I do some stupid stuff or make mistakes. So, yeah, no, today's games, I think there is games that are started. So let's look. It is Wednesday. All right, so I was on the right path. I was going to say the Texas Rangers at the Guardians, but I had yesterday's score, and that was the final. But today, top of the 7th, the Rangers against the Guardians. The Guardians are winning 5-3. So if there's any, let's see if we can break that down a little bit, see what's going on with that game. Guardians home run by Fry, his 5th in the 2nd inning off of Gore. And that's part of the scoring right there. Yeah, Woody, right? Gotta love Woody. And in Chicago, in the bottom of the 3rd, the Cubs are whopping, just destroying the Padres 9-0. 9-0 at going to the 4th inning, and this is what's going on there. We got Suzuki. He hit his 13th off of Buehler. Then Swanson has hit 2 home runs, both off of Buehler, his 15th and his 16th. Usually you don't get the chance to hit, maybe, he gave up 1, then he gives up 2. If he comes back with Buehler again, because I'm not sure if Buehler's still in the game or not. I'll check that, but usually you want to get out that pitcher. Yeah, Buehler's still in the game, so we'll see what happens. But it's 9-0 going to the 4th. And in Red Sox Nation over there, Fenway Park, it's in the bottom of the 5th. It's 7-0 Nationals. I tell you, those national teams, that you can't sleep on that national team. Playing good ball. Let's see how they got it. So, Chaparro, his first, I guess it might be his first ever Major League home run. I'm not sure. And Nunez, his first. So they got 2 guys with their first home runs. I'm not sure if that's their first ever in the major leagues, but that's part of their scoring right there. Yankees are taking it on the chin. I mean, it's bottom of the 7th, but it's 2-0 Tigers. Kevin McGonagall, his solo home run in his 7th of the year. Yankees are just, I think Yankees, let's check that out here. I'm not sure if I can't remember if they won yesterday or they lost again. Yeah, the Yankees have lost 6 straight. They're in danger of losing 7. That is, all of a sudden, they're taking it on the chin now, all of a sudden. When they first lost Judge, you thought maybe, oh, yeah, well, they were like 3 or 4 games out or something like that of the Tampa Bay Rays. And all of a sudden, they went on a tear, and they took over first place. Then all of a sudden after that, they are now 2.5 games back in against Tampa. So they've lost 2 of 8 in their last 10. They're on a losing streak of 6. Almost, like I said, 7. So you always hear about the Mets, right? You always hear about the Mets problems. But all of a sudden, the Yankees, are getting those problems. The only thing that's saving the Yankees right now is that they're leading the wild card. They're number one wild card. They're number one in the wild card. So right there, I mean, they're on a 6-game losing streak, but yet they're leading the first slot for the wild card. And of course, we know if you want to check the wild card for the Mets, they're falling back. They went back to 10 a day ago. They didn't go when they won yesterday. They never moved anywhere up because the other teams in front are winning. So, of course, St. Louis, Chicago, and Philadelphia. Now Philadelphia went down to the 2nd spot, and Chicago took the 1st spot. But they're saying they're tied. They're tied, but you know. Anyway, like I said, I'm not. Me personally, I don't. Maybe you guys are, thinking that we can get to the wild card, which is fine. Great. It's great to know. It's great. That's why they did it. That's why they put that there, so that us fans say, well, we got, and them too, we got a chance still. We're still in it. But realistically, reality and all that stuff, I just say, listen, let's get this team back to where it should be. If we're gonna be sellers, let's do it. Let's do it. Get rid of what we need. And then get what we need. Because I know Cohen can do it. So we'll find out. By the time, like I said, the trading deadline rolls around, we'll know. We should have known already, but they're not divulging that information. They're just going to let us go on as Met fans saying, well, we still got a chance, man. But anyway, like I said, I just believe that this season's over, and I'm fine with it. I said right now, and I talked to the Brooklyn guy, and I forgot his name. I'm so sorry. But we said, listen, how do you agree if they came to us with an email and said, listen, this season's over, would you be okay with it? I'd be okay with it. I would be fine. That way I know my team ain't doing nothing, and they're not going to be buyers at the deadline. But they're not saying that to us yet. Maybe after the Braves series, because now I know they got 4 games against the Braves, and you still got this game today, So, and then, maybe, I don't know. All I'm saying is that, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. And I was okay. I'd rather be told now than being led on saying, well, you know what, they're going to do something at the break. They're going to do something at the All-Star game. They're going to, by the time they get, we're going to, no. Don't do that. Just tell us now. I mean, they did say, news today, I'm not sure if anybody heard that, but I was talking to my wife about it. I said, look at this. Mets owner says changes needed to be made. But, and here's the big but, guys, Stearns is staying. So that right there gives me I don't like it unless Stearns can turn this around, and I'm going to tell you this is what I think right now. Hold on. And I'm sure a lot of you think that too. Maybe not, but I do. That Stearns is running the show right now with this team, the lineups and everything. I don't believe it was Mendoza because I see Green, he goes by what, the general manager says. That's my opinion. But anyway, Stearns is not going anywhere, guys. So don't think that Stearns, unless Cohen's blowing smoke up us, you know what I'm saying? And not, just give him the end of the year. But it looks like to me that he's staying. So, but we'll find out. We'll find out. Anyway, should be starting soon. It said now they said 327. Okay, so it's getting ready. So I'm going to get the 3D up, and I'm going to let you know the 3D can be accurate or not. So most of the time it's not. So just let me call the game. I'm not going to look at the 3D. I don't try to look at the 3D. I just go by the the stream that I'm using. So should be coming up pretty soon, and we'll get this game in, and hopefully the Mets can pull out the victory and win the series for the first time in a long time. What makes your brain hurt? I just saw that. Foxy, what makes the brain hurt? What's going on with this team? How could that be a 10-7? They had a 10-17 record in June. Same. I had the calendar. I just got rid of my calendar because I check every day. I put the win and loss of the Mets, and they were 10-17. And you were saying in May, oh boy, we had a horrible May, and then we had another horrible June. But Brandon Fisher's on the mound. He's 3.48 ERA. Hits 30, walks 20, strikeouts 42, and a whip of 1.14. And my 3D didn't come up yet. Why not? I hate when that happens. I guess there's some kind of day today for the Blue Jays because they're wearing red uniform tops. I don't know what that means. Carson Binge is coming up. Hold on, I'm not getting my 3D, guys. Well, you can see already that hold on. Carson Binge. Well, I'm going to tell you, he grounded out the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero, 1 out. I don't know what's going on. I got to hold on 1 second. I don't know what's going on here. I hate when this happens. So that was just a regular ground out. Nice play by Guerrero, actually. That was a nice play. He dove. So that was a nice play. But why isn't this coming up? Anyway, try it again. Come on. Where's my icon? They already have 2 outs already. The fly ball out to center field. And I'm not getting the 3D. What is it? Something wrong today with the 3D, people? Nobody telling me. This is not cool. Hold on. You figure that rain delay. See, I had a rain delay, had all the time in the world, and they don't put the 3D on until the game actually starts. And it's telling me I was logged out. You gotta be kidding me with this again. I wasn't logged out, and I don't want to keep showing this stuff. Unbelievable. They got to do something about this. Really do. I got knocked out, and then it tells me I'm not signed in, and that's Soto. So don't worry about it. I'm right. Nice play out there, center fielder. Ay ay ay. Come on. Where is it? There it is. Bo Bichette. All right, we're just gonna. We got it back. I apologize. I don't know what was going on. But Bo Bichette is up. And we're going to go, I'm just going to go with the 3D for this inning because it just makes it go away. It's a 251 average, 10 home runs, 46 RBIs. He's 1 for 8 this series. He's got a 3-0 count on him right now. Even though my screen is not saying that, of course. And that pitch is that a walk? All right, he walked. There you go. Mets got their first base runner.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
And it comes up Lindor. All right. Yeah, MLB, this is good, the 3D thing, but they have to sync it. It's not synced. They have to. It seems like the MLB is way ahead of your streaming system. That whatever one you're using, it doesn't matter. It doesn't connect. It doesn't control. It doesn't stay on. It's not on the same. That's why I don't look at that. But because we had a delay, I'm trying to get it. I'm trying to get myself in a rhythm here, not looking. So Lindor is up. Runner on first. We're just starting. There was a rain delay or something. It must have been a rain delay because they said it. 212 average, 3 home runs, 8 RBIs. He has the 1 for 8, and that's a solo home run in the first game of the series. So really not having ever since he has 2 injuries he's had, and he hasn't gotten himself righted this season. So that's why I'm saying I don't know. It's 1-1. I don't know if he would be on the trading block because seriously, would you take a guy that's not fully, healthy this year for the playoffs? You never know. That's a ball upstairs, 2-1. So that's yet to be seen. So yet to be, so we don't know. You never know. I think Fisher is a opener because I seen somebody and that's fouled off. It's 2-2. I seen somebody warming up in the Blue Jays bullpen, so I think he's an opener. This gentleman right here, Brandon Fisher. We got a 2-strike count on Lindor. There's 2 outs. Top of the first. Here comes the pitch, and that's going to be a call, strike 3, and Lindor knew it. So no runs, no hits, 1 left. We're going to the bottom of the first. Toronto's coming up, no score. So yeah, I think he's an opener. That pitcher. A lot of teams are forgetting about the 5th starter and going for an opener. And I think, I don't know. I don't like it. But hey, listen, that's a way for them not to bring up a player. Just for the just for the day. Gonna bring up Luke's, Vlad Guerrero Jr. and Okamoto. Oh man, I am sweating bullets. Even my soda is, shedding. But anyway, I'm here for you guys. I'm here. If you are new, hit that like button and subscribe. It's free. And I appreciate it. Like I said, the poll is up, and that will be at the top of the 4th. We'll look at it, see who win this series. They're both at 1 apiece this series. It'll be nice. It would really be nice for the Mets to win a series, especially the beginning of July. Get that series because you're going to play against the Braves in 4 games in Atlanta. Peralta, 5-6, 4.53 ERA, 90 hits, 35 walks, 88 strikeouts, a 1.37 WHIP. Do I say that Peralta's had a good year with the Mets? He could be a lot better. 296 average for Luke, 4 home runs, 17 RBIs. He's 0 for 7 this series. But then again, you don't know what's in these players' minds. They, he probably wanted to come here. Now he's probably looking for outs. He's looking to get out. I'm just saying, a lot of these guys want to be, most of them want to be on winning teams and make the playoffs and win a World Series. So you're not going to get it on a team that's 15 and a half games out in July, the start of July. So, anyways, 1-2 count. We got a 1-2 count. That's a good start there for Peralta. Here comes the pitch, and that's low for a ball. Two count, and that ball is swung on and foul tipped. Oh, he actually tipped. I thought it was going to be a foul tip catch, but nope, it's still 2-2. He fouled it off. Two count, and that pitch is another foul. This time. Couldn't. So Alvarez, I think, yeah, it's Alvarez behind the plate because they're not trying that DH and catcher thing. That's way too risky. 2-2 count. Here comes a pitch, and that's fouled again. So the first batter of the game is doing what should be doing because they're trying to bring that Peralta pitch count up. And of course, they're looking to win the series. So 2-2. Here comes the pitch, and that's another foul. Eight pitch sequence already on the first batter. Mets are wearing their blue with the New York on the front there with the blue and the red trim. I like that. I really like that shirt. Next pitch is a ground ball, and that's going to go. Oh, nice play by Lindor, but he's going to be safe. The throw was going to be short, but nice play in the hole by Lindor. But there's a first base runner, first batter and first base runner for the Toronto Blue Jays. And here comes Vlad Guerrero, who was out yesterday with back spasms. I think it was like an hour before the game. They said he wasn't coming, being in the game. So here he is now, batting .268, first pitch, inside ball. 4 home runs this year, 34 RBIs, 1 for 4. And that's not like a Guerrero. Guerrero, 4 home runs in July only. He's off his game this year. A lot of players are off their game. A lot of players are under 200 or under, not making, like he's got a .268 average, which is good. So he's only missed 5 games this season, but like I said, he hasn't been the Guerrero that they've been hoping for from like last year's season. I got him to the World Series. And that pitch is, and after I say that, he hits a double. So right away, Peralta's in trouble. Second, oh, he slid and Beatty, when he slid, he wasn't even at the bag yet, but Beatty realized it too late. So it's second and third, no outs. So Okamoto's coming up. He didn't play in yesterday's game. They're both fresh, you know what I'm saying? You got 2 fresh players on there. See, he was going to stop at first, but then he told the first base coach said him to go, and then when he gone, he almost messed up when he slid early. So right now, Alvarez is out there with Lindor. Of course, Lindor's always got to be there to talk to the pitcher, Peralta. Right now, the Blue Jays are threatening. It's only the bottom of the first. In the last 7 starts, it was 381 average against Peralta in the last 7. Before that, it was 0.71 in the last 10 before that. So Okamoto, 236 average, 19 homers, 53 RBIs, and he's 0 for 3 this series. Still no outs. Here comes the pitch, and that's a foul ball. We got an 0-2 count. Oh, 2 count to Okamoto. That's low for a ball. We got a 1-2 count coming up. They come up. Gets off the mound. Breaks and do it all over again. Pitch is thrown, and that's going to be a ground ball in the hole. Lindor throws it, and he's going to be safe. Okamoto beats it out, and the Blue Jays score the first run of the game. So far, a single, a double, and a single. No outs. Not a good start for Peralta and the Mets. Lindor, he made a break play, but his throw is not in time. 2 good plays, but his throws were not in time. Anyway, here comes Varsho, I mean. Batting .258. First pitch is a pop-up, actually out to the center field. AJ makes the catch, and they're going to tag. No, Guerrero did not. Whoa, nice throw on the fly by AJ Ewing. Guerrero, I wish he would have went. I would have loved to seen somebody gun out. I mean, look at that arm by AJ Ewing. That's the first out of the inning. Alejandro Kirk, 188 average, 2 home runs, 7 RBIs. He's 1 for 4 this series. But I would have loved to seen it because he would have been dead to rights. Beautiful throw and a fly to third base. 1 out. If Peralta wants to get out of this with just 1 run scored, just got to get a double play. Got to get a double play. Here comes the pitch, and that is inside for a ball. 1-0. Maybe the time of the start changed. Who knows with the pitchers? Sometimes pitchers are, they go by time, and they got their routine. Maybe that's time instead of starting at was it 3:07? 3:07, I think I said so. They started at 3:27, so I don't know. 1-0. Next pitch is inside, 2-0. So, but either way, I guess you gotta. He's going to throw his 20th pitch right now in the first inning. Next pitch is a ball, 3-0. Wow. Did not expect this from Peralta, but then again, like I said, I don't think he has been in his first year as a Met has been anything to brag about. Me personally. Next pitch is a strike call, 3-1. I mean, this game can be over in the first inning. That's how it goes with the Mets sometimes. They just don't come back from it. They're not that type of a team, unfortunately. You know, they're not a team that will come back from deficits. So, 3-1 right now. We got first and second. Here comes the pitch, and he's going to walk him, and that's a bases loaded right now.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
Okay, well, here we go. Bases loaded. Here comes the pitching coach. First inning troubles. I mean, really, there was nothing that there's nothing that Lindor could have done on both of those plays. They were just, he made the plays, and there was no way for him to throw them out. His arm is not lights out. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't have a gun anymore, and it bounced to, he tried to use it, and they just beat it out. So I really can't say that the fielders made mistakes. It's Peralta doing this now. It's all Peralta. So he needs to get straightened out right now, because the Mets are in a hole. Could be worse. Pinaggio, 273 average, 5 home runs, 20 RBIs. All they need is a double play ball. That's it. Well, they got a pop up, playable for Lindor, outside grass, and he makes the catch. That's another out. That's what they needed. You definitely want that. 2 gone. And here comes Clement, who's 297 average, 7 home runs, 28 RBIs. He's 1 for 6 this series. Peralta trying to work it out, get out of this jam that he's in the first inning with just a 1-run score. Pitch is strike call, 0-1. Just starting out, 1-0 Blue Jays, bottom of the first. Peralta is in trouble with the bases loaded. Next pitch is outside. We got a 1-1 count. Oh, man. Next pitch is a ball outside. 2-1. Man, I'm like sweating worse than the players. Next pitch is going to be a called strike, so we got a 2-2 count. Trying to put this inning to bed, just with the 1-run scoring. Wow, that place is packed, and they said it was going to rain. It don't look, and it's open. The retractable, and that's a strikeout, and that's what the Peralta needed to get out of the inning. All right, so we had 1 run on 3 hits and 3 left on. Going to the top of the second, 1-0 Blue Jays. Wow, I'll tell you right now, that was a chemistry for disaster, and it didn't happen. So coming up in the second inning, it'll be A.J. Ewing, Francisco Alvarez, and Jared Young. And I think it's going to be another pitcher because I think he was an opener, Fisher. I'm not sure, but I saw him warming up in the bullpen, so who knows? Maybe he was getting time in. I don't know. Who knows? We'll see. Don't want to start assuming because you know what that means. Wow. That was a rough one. Hopefully, Peralta got that out of his system, and and the Mets get some mojo from that, getting out of a jam like that. So, whew. Just waiting to see if there's a new pitcher or not. Is this thing on? Yeah, there we go. Just don't want to get electrocuted. No, it's not plugged in. So. Anyway. Mets come home after the Braves play Kansas City and then the Red Sox. So, you know what I'm saying? Before the All-Star break. Oh, that leads right into the All-Star break. I don't know. I think maybe Juan Soto will be the only Met, of course, representative. We'll see. New pitcher will be Miles. Spencer Miles, 3.00 ERA and in 23 appearances, 1.06 WHIP. Opponents are 544 against him in the OPS. So a new pitcher. I thought Brandon Fisher was a opener. So Miles is in the game. And it's going to be A.J. Ewing. First pitch to Ewing is a strike call. Batting .275, A.J. Ewing. Second pitch is a ball, so it's 1-1 to A.J. Ewing. 4 homers and 19 RBIs. He's 1 for 6 this series. Next pitch is foul back, 1-2. Miles was a 4th round draft pick in 2022 for the Giants. It's a 1-2 pitch. Oh, I was wondering who they're showing over there. Come on, don't keep showing me him. Show me the baseball game. Come on. How long's the pitch going to take? You keep showing me there. Okay. Ay, these people. Next pitch is swung on and missed. Well, you didn't have to show me that. You could have just went past that. Struck him out. His first strikeout. 1 out. This is his first strikeout, yeah. So the second strikeout of the Mets, but Miles' first strikeout. Here comes Francisco Alvarez, who hit a home run yesterday, his 9th of the year. Solo home run. First pitch is a strike call. You got to watch out for Alvarez because he's got 9 homers, like I said, 19 RBIs. He's 2 for 7 with that solo home run in the series. But you got to watch out for Alvarez because anything comes close, he's going to challenge it, and he's usually the one that basically loses challenges for the Mets in both situations, catching and so. But anyway, it's 1-1 count. Next pitch is a call, strike, 1-2. So 1-2 pitch coming. And it's a call, strike 3. Oh wow! I think he would challenge that. He didn't. 2 strikeouts since Miles came in. It's going to bring up Jared Young. He's got a .234 average, 6 homers, 14 RBIs. He's 2 for 8 this series. See, here's another thing that I've been saying. The Mets, after the 6th batter, have the weakest 7th, 8th, and 9th batter. It doesn't matter who you put there. Of those guys, Young, Beatty, Taylor, you know, who else is on the bench? Ventos, sometimes he can hit you a home run, but most of the time he doesn't. Those are what you need to get. You need to, if you're going to start over again, you need to get people that are going to be powerful. Like I said, that lineup has to be all the way through scary, like the Braves and like all the teams that are up there. You know what I'm saying? You got to, their lineup is a threat. It's 1-1 count, and that's going to be a strike call, 1-2. So that's another thing they need to do. They need to make sure that their 7th, 8th, and 9th batters are not weak, because that's what it is really. They get weak batters down there, and that's not going to help them win games. And that pitch is fouled back. We got a 1-2 count. Miles looking to strike out the sides, and he just came in the game. Fisher was the opener. He pitched he gave up a walk, but other than that, he didn't give up nothing. Here comes the pitch, and that's going to be a call, strike 3, and he just struck out the side. Doesn't look good right now for the Mets. 2 innings in the books. That actually, 2. Going to the bottom of the second. 1-0. And coming up for the Toronto Blue Jays will be Keys, Jimenez, and Lucas. I'm sorry. So Lucas, I don't know. We're going to check some scores right now. And the Guardians at the top of the 9th. Guardians lead the Rangers 9-4. Austin Hedges, a 2-run home run, his 2nd of the year. Cubs, bottom of the 5th, now lead 10-2 over the Padres. Seiya Suzuki, congratulations on your 100th career home run. That's his 13th of the year. Oh, look at this. Not only did Suzuki and Swanson hit 2, but guess who hit a home run for the Cubs? Ex-Met Michael Conforto, his 6th of the year. Congratulations on that. I would take him back in a heartbeat. He's a better hitter than the 3 guys at the bottom of our lineup. That's my opinion. Anyway, Nationals now lead 10-0 in the top of the 8th against the Red Sox. James Woods hit a 3-run home run for his 22nd home run. And hopefully he gets to go to the All-Star game. He's really good. Tigers and Yankees. The Yankees tied up in the bottom of the 9th. It's 2-2. Yankees only going to lose that game, but they tied it up in the bottom of the 9th. And coming back, it will be first pitch to Keys, 1-0. All right, so we got that. Next pitch is a called strike, 1-1. 1 for 8, no homers, no RBIs this season. Sean Keys. Next pitch is a swinging strike, so we got a 2-strike count on Keys. Whew. 1-2 pitch, and that's going to be a swinging strikeout. He struck out. Second strikeout for Peralta. It's going to bring up Jimenez, another ex-Met. I was saying before, I was saying a couple times in my games, there's a lot of ex-Mets everywhere you go. Every team has an ex-Met. First pitch is a strike. He's batting .240, 7 homers, 34 RBIs. He's 0 for 3 this series. And that's going to be a ball, says the third base umpire. Does anybody know who we got for Jimenez? Good one, right? 2-1 count. Next pitch is a called strike. We got a 2-2 count here. Yeah, Peralta trying to really get a quick inning here. Next pitch is swung on, and that ball is hit to right field, and Binge makes the catch. 2 gone. It's going to bring up Lukes, who singled his first time up. I think he got a run scored. He singled and run scored. First pitch, swinging strike. 0-1. On deck batter, you know who it is, Vlad Guerrero Jr. Next pitch is swung on, and that's going to hit a base hit into left field. Another single for Lukes. He's 2 for 2. Wow. Some guys you just can't get out, right? The Blue Jays went all the way to Game 7 and lost in 11 innings to the Dodgers. First pitch to Guerrero is a strike called. Had that double. Not sure. I can't say they can get back there, but I don't know. Next pitch is a ball upstairs, 1-1. One pitch, and that's going to be outside, 2-1. Two-one count. Pitch. That's going to be a called strike. We got a 2-2 count. Bottom of the second. 1-0 Blue Jays. Runner on first. 2 outs. 2-2 count to Guerrero. There you go, sports fan. Sports fun. There's a throw to first. He's back safely. So what do you think? Hey, sports fun. Do you think your team has a shot to go back? I don't follow them, so I don't know how. I mean, I know they're 4 games out of 5. No, they're 6 games under 500, right? Is that what it is? They're way better than the Mets. And that's a swinging strikeout. So, no runs, 1 hit, 1 left, and we're going to the top of the third. 1-0 Blue Jays. Coming up for the Mets will be Beatty, Taylor, and Binge. So let's check to see if the Yankees did something. Trying to stop that slide they're on. 6 game. That game is going to the top of the 10th, and the Tigers got a runner on third with 2 outs. Final score in Baltimore, Orioles 6, White Sox 1. Home runs by O'Neill, his 3rd, and Tavares, his 3rd for Baltimore. The 1 run by the White Sox was Antonacci's 5th home run of the season. That's, wow. 13-2 Padres, Cubs over the Padres in the middle of the 6th. Crazy. Home run. It's home runs galore out there. Crow Armstrong had got his 19th. And we'll go back to the game now. All right, so Brett Beatty is coming up. And like I said, I think they're shopping Brett Beatty around. Maybe somebody wants a nice utility. He can play first base. He can play the outfield. He can play third. You know, I don't see him staying with the Mets if they can get something for him. Here comes the pitch. That's fouled back. Batting .210. 3 homers, 27 RBIs. This series is 1 for 5 with an RBI. So that's what I'm thinking, my opinion on that one. So next pitch is swung on and missed. We got an 0-2 count. So far, Miles comes in. So far, he's got 3 strikeouts in a row since he came in, on the verge of getting another strikeout. Here comes the pitch, and it's ground ball, hit the second, over the first, and that's an out, so it's 4-3 put out, breaks the string of strikeouts. Like I said, you guys are watching it, you can see what I'm saying about the weak hitters, 7th, 8th, 9th. It's like when you get Tyrone Taylor's up, I'll tell you in a minute, 202 average, 3 home runs, 14 RBIs this season. It's like when you do your first inning, blah, 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 nothing happens. Then you get down to the 2nd inning, that 7th, 8th, and 9th, it's usually guaranteed. Usually, to 3 quick outs. It's automatic 3 outs. Usually. And it's 1-0 to Taylor. So, that's another importance. The weak bottom of the lineup. They've had it I know they had it last year. Even with Alonso and Nimmo and McNeil, because they had them up in the lineup. The weak lineup is always the other ones. And that line drive right to the pitcher, 2 outs. Nice play by the pitcher. Wait, hold on. So now we go to the top of the lineup and Binge, who is 0-for-1. He grounded out. First pitch is a strike call. So yeah, that's the thing. That's an important thing right there. The bottom of the lineup. You need to be. You need to look. They need to. The opponents need to look at that lineup and say, "Wow, that's fouled off 0-2." They got to look at that lineup and say, "Wow, how are we supposed to get these guys out?" You know, they're all a threat. The Mets don't have that. I'm sorry. The Mets, they look at that and say, "Well, you know, if we get Alvarez out, we got a great chance of winning. You know, 7th, 8th, 9th batters. We should win that game. You know, easily." Pitch is thrown, and that's swung on and fouled back. 0-2. Because I tell you right now, if I was the other opponent, and I'll be like, you know, the manager, I'll say, well, you know what, Young, Beatty, and Taylor, come on, you got Young and Taylor that sometimes get on base. Beatty sometimes get on base. You know, that's not a threat to me. That's not a lineup that you go and say, well, you know, we're going to win a championship with. I'm sorry, guys. I hate to say it. But that's how I feel. And I'm sure a lot of people feel that way also. That this team is nowhere dangerous. I'll give you I'll give you I'll give you Binge because he'll get on base. He can run. Soto, of course, anytime up can hit a home run. Bichette, he can give you RBIs. Lindor, of course, another one that anytime up can probably get on base or home run. A.J. Ewing, same thing, gets on base. And Francisco Alvarez, if you put him in the right area, he can probably get you 20 home runs in a year. Other than that, that's it. 0-2 count to Binge, and that's fouled back. So Cohen's got to understand, and Stern, you're not winning with this. Sorry to tell you. Sorry. They're not even, I wouldn't even put them on my bench to come off the bench to do hits. I wouldn't do it. 0-2 count, and there goes a pitch, and there goes a right down the right field line. That's going to be a double for Binge. That's the Mets' first hit of the game. What I tell you, the young kids. You start with those young kids. That's a double for Binge, and now you got Juan Soto coming up. Now, they're probably gonna pitch around him because they will pitch around Juan Soto. Not like the Mets not pitching around Schwarber. I'm gonna keep getting into that because that just drives me crazy. Giving up all those home runs, saying, "Wait, you know what? We could have pitched around him." Well, here comes Soto. Let's see if they pitch to him. So yeah, you know, this could be a real good team if they would just listen to the people that watch every day, like us guys, to show you what you need and you don't need. I mean, you're gonna keep Alvarez, of course. You're gonna keep Torrance because Torrance is your backup, and he'll help you once in a while. You know, get on base, whatever. But the other guys are, I mean, the pitches, it's 1-1. The Ronnie Mauricio thing's got to go. He's got to go. He can't hit, and there's no place for him. There's no room for him anymore. You got people taking his position, so that's it. He's not helping the team. That's one there. There's another trade block right there. If somebody else wants to put him on the team and make him a star, go right ahead. Find a place for him. So, bottom of the 10th, it's 2-2. Yankees got a chance. They got that ghost runner. Trying to stop that losing streak. It's 2-1 to Lindor. It's 1-0. Was he chasing flies? What are you doing? The Mets are 10 for 81 with runners in scoring position in the last 11 games. They're 0 for 16 this series. 0 for 16 in the series. Because why, guys? Why? I've been telling you, we got 7th, 8th, and 9th, or most of the time, they got men's on base and they can't get them in. Weak. I'm not telling you lies. I'm telling you truth. This is the team that we got. If the top of the lineup doesn't do it, it ain't happening. It's 2-2 count to Lindor. And you know what? I haven't even tried this yet because we haven't had anybody on base yet. It's the first time. Lindor said, watch the pitcher. The umpire said, watch the pitcher. I don't know what's going on. Make sure that Lindor sees you when you're going to pitch. I have no idea what they're talking about. Again, Miles get called for a pitch, so he penalized, so it's 3-2 now. 3-2. First time I've seen that in a long time, but 3-2 count right now. Runner on second. Oh, thank you, Foxy. Thank you, because you watch it also too, you know. And there's a ground slowly hit to the pitcher, and he's out. At least he ran this time. Yesterday, he did not run a ball out, and I guarantee somebody told him. Anyway, it's third out of the inning. So score that 1-3. So no runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the third. Still, Blue Jays 1, Mets nothing. I'm guaranteeing he got yelled at yesterday because we were talking about it on Brooklyn Guy, the Brooklyn Guy channel. That Lindor, I'm sorry, not Lindor. Soto didn't run out of ball that he may have beaten out because the first baseman had to run a long way, but he didn't run it out. He just jogged it. Anyway, coming up for the Blue Jays will be Okamoto, Varso, and Kirk. After this inning, we'll check the polls, see what's going on with that. And let's go back to that Yankee game because I'm really like see if they're gonna. Because I don't want the Mets to be the laugh of the town. You know, always the news on the Mets. Let's get the Yankees involved here. You know, I have nothing against the Yankees. They don't bother me. Only when we play them, of course. But first, I think it's. You remember that game? I'm not sure if you guys remember. You can look on YouTube when the Cubs and Phillies played, and it was like a 22-21 game. It was a crazy game. Well, it's not a crazy game here. It's a one-sided game here. It's now 15-2 Cubs at the end of 6. So there must be a lot of long ball for the Cubs going on here. Oh, yeah. Yep, they're crushing the ball. How many home runs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, Conforto hit his second home run in the game. That's 2 for Michael Conforto. All right, good, congratulations, buddy. I always liked him. Anyway, Okamoto is up. He takes 1-1 count right now, and he got the RBI, single and RBI, Okamoto. Yeah, I always like Conforto. And that's a 2-1 count, 2-1. Yeah, and unfortunately, somebody told him not to take the deal, and then he was gone from New York. Anyway, 2-1, and that's 3-1. Here we go. But I'm glad that he, found the Cubs because I think the Dodgers did him wrong last year. He played the year with them, and then he was never in any of the playoffs. He was never put in a playoff game, and I think that was wrong. Anyway, that's a walk. In my opinion, of course. That's another walk given up. Not good to start an inning with a walk. You know what happens with that sometimes. Here comes Varso. He flew out his first time up. So, yeah, I'm very happy for him. I would take Conforto back in a heartbeat. He hits better than any of those 3 batters that we just talked about. Young, Beatty, and Taylor. So, you just gotta let him play the game. Somebody got injured on the Cubs, and now he's playing, and now he just gave you 2 home runs. Anyway, outside to Varso, he's 2-0. 51 pitches by Peralta right now. He walked the batter in this inning. He hasn't thrown a pitch yet in the strike zone, so that's 6 pitches out of the strike zone. And that pitch is in the strike zone, and that's a fly ball. A.J. Ewing is going to make the catch. That's 1 gone. Right now, the center fielder's in darkness, and I know why, because that thing goes, it's open, that the roof, and that's where that part is. That's making it and so basically the outfielders are in the darkness. It looks like to me. So anyway, that's 1 out. Yep, 1 out. That's it. 1 out. Next batter is Kirk, and he walked his first time up. Not sure if I'm going to be able to do the Braves game because that game starts about 7-something, and this game was a delay, so it might not happen. Because I really wanted to check the Braves out before we did the game on Friday. I mean, I did some games with the Braves this week. I mean, I did the games that they won the series, the Mets. I was shocked. Anyway, 1-1 count to Kirk. I thought the Mets were really going to, you figure get momentum, and they didn't. They never got the momentum. They started losing games. So, anyway, they're trailing 1-0. There's a runner on first, 1 out. Kirk's up. Please stop showing the announcers. I need to see the game. What is this? I don't know what's going on. They're sitting here with the announcers. Okay, 2-1 count. Here comes the pitch, and that's going to be a line drive off of Lindor's glove, and now the runners are on first and second. Man, I thought Lindor was going to make that catch, but Kirk gets on. And that is 2 men on and 1 out. I think when he jumped up, let's see, he tipped it off his glove. He jumped up and it went off his glove. So anyway, that's still going to be a hit. It's going to bring up Pinango. He popped up his first time up. Again, Blue Jays are threatening in the 3rd inning. It is. It's a strike call. It is so hot in here. Next pitch is, did he swing? Third base umpire says no swing. We got a 1-1 count. Next pitch is swung on, and that is hit out to left field, and he makes the catch. My God, you can't even see out there. That's 2 outs. And it's going to be Clement. He struck out his first time up. Again, Peralta trying to get out of the jam. He's got a little jam again. Don't forget, tomorrow I'll be doing a game because the Mets are off tomorrow, so I'll be doing a Major League game. I'll pick one of those. Not that many games tomorrow, but I will pick one. Hopefully one that I haven't done. One of the teams I've done over 18 non-Met games and 41 Met games. So next pitches are called strike 1-1. Peralta at 61 pitches so far this game. Mets still trailing 1-0, trying to keep it 1-0. Headed to the 4th inning. Hopefully, they get out of this. That's a ball outside, and don't forget, I'm going to check the poll this half inning, and then if we have time, I'll go over to the Yankee game and see what's going on with that. See what's going on with the Yankees. Did they win that game or not? Did they stop that streak? 6 losing streak. Next pitch is it's a ground ball down third base line, but foul. Still 2-2 we got. Next pitch is in the dirt. No swing. The first base umpire says 3-2 we got here. Three-two pitch coming. And he fakes it to second, so we're going to do it all over again. 3-2 pitch coming. Here comes the pitch, and that's going to be a line drive. Oh, it's over Binge's head. 1 run is going to score. He gets it in, and I think it's just going to be second and third. They wondered why. Wow, that's not cool what he just did. Anyway, it's 2-0, but you know what? I don't think that was good for Clement to go like this to Kirk saying, why didn't you score? I don't know. You can't be doing that. You know, you're your own teammate, but he did that, saying, Kirk, why didn't you score? I mean, he did hit a double, and Kirk should have scored, but I don't know. Good for the Mets. Anyway, a double. It's now 2-0. First pitch is low. Yeah, you don't show up another play like that. Come on. Kirk doesn't run that well, and he stopped him. The third base umpire stopped. Oh no! You better put a stamp on that because he just mailed it, and now it just got worse for the Mets. It is now 5-0. A 3-run home run, his first of the career. Is that the first of his career or the year? Because he hit it 349 feet, 95.6 miles per hour out of the ball field. I'm not sure if this is his first home run as a major leaguer. It seemed like he's jumping up and down like a crazy man. Anyway, it just got worse for the Mets. And it all started with what? A walk, guys. A walk. What did I tell you about those walks? They are killers. It just became 5-0. And you know basically what that means is basically sealing the deal for this win. Because the Mets don't have the power to come back 5-0. This is what I believe. I hope they prove me wrong. But that was the wow. Right down the middle. Oppo Taco. I mean, what else do you need? That was what he did. Jimenez is up, and he flew out his first time up, and he's up. He's got 3 balls, no strikes right now on him. It's just getting worse. Wow. And that's ball 4, and he walked him on 4 pitches. So I don't know if he is done for the night or the day.
I'm walking here.
And now you're coming up to the top of the lineup. Luke's, who is 2 for 2. Yeah, I think that was the kid's first major league home run. I'm going to look it up. I think it is. Pitching coaches out there. I don't see anybody warming up in the Met bullpen. I'm not asking for much. And I'm sure a lot of Met fans aren't asking for much to win a series. This is getting ridiculous. And every time they do this, I say, how is this a team? In the bullpen, warming up for the Mets. I can't see the number because and they're not showing me. 50. Who's number 50? I can't see. The numbers are red, so you don't see it. Anyway, Luke's is up, like I said, 2 for 2. I mean, come on. That's a ball upstairs. You can't tell me this is a team. I just told you that the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th batters can't get runs. They're weak, and now we're losing 5-0. And he throws the first, and he's back safely. So 1 disengagement, you get 2. If he doesn't get him on the 3rd, he gets the free base. And unfortunately, I've never seen it, so I'd like to see it, but I haven't seen it happen. So 2-0. All of a sudden, Peralta cannot get it out of this inning. 73 pitches thrown in the game. Next pitch is thrown, and it's 3-0. It's got 3-0 now. So far, it's 7 pitches in a row without giving a strike. The red flag should be up, and they break the flag with the Mets. They just don't see it. And that's his call strike, 3-1. Three and 1 pitch. 5-0. That's right, Foxy. Pee Wee team. And that's strike 2, 3-2. Yeah, I really don't want to give the Pee Wees a bad name, but they're, what else can you go to? They're acting like they don't know how to play ball, and I don't know what's going on. Yesterday was a great game. They did everything right. And that pitch is ground ball right to Lindor, over the first, and that retires the side. But the Blue Jays score 4 runs. The big blow was a 3-run home run by Keys. Going to the 4th inning, it's 5-0 Blue Jays. So let's see how we got there. That's like my timeout thing. Well, it started with a walk, Okamoto. Varsho flew out. Then Kirk gets on with a single. Penango flies out. But then Clement, he doubles, gets the 1-run RBI. And then Keys hits a 3-run home run. The big blow to make it 5-0. And then a walk, a single. No, I'm sorry. Walk, walk, and then the out was a 6-3 put out, and that's how the inning ended. It's 1 batter away from batting around. Guerrero was the only one that didn't bat that inning, so that's how many hits? 1, 2, 3, 3 hits, 4 runs, and 2 left on, right? 2? It was 2 left on. All right, so going to the top of the 4th, coming up for the Mets will be Bichette, Lindor, and Ewing. And let's check the poll. Okay, so we got 7 votes, which is okay, thank you. And I have the Mets at 43%, but the Blue Jays are at 50%. So right away, 57% is winning because the Blue Jays are winning 5-0. So we'll check that again at the 7th inning. And do we have time to look at that score? I want to see what's going on with that game. If something happened, Final score, anything. Wow. Final score, the Tigers 6. No, not final. I'm sorry, still going. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It's 6-2. Well, now it's over, right? Yeah, it's over now. 6-2, the Yankees lose, and the streak goes to 7. Wow. So both New York teams are being talked about in a negative way. And coming up for the Mets, Bichette, who walked his first time up. He's got a 2-strike count on him from Miles. Miles came in this game, and he's pitched really good. This is his 3rd inning of work after the opener, Fisher, pitched 1 inning. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's going to be a series win. It's unfortunate. Did I think it would happen? I really didn't. I didn't. I knew there was something going to happen in this game today. And that's 1-2 count still. So, and I'm sorry, that's the way it seems to me, that the Mets just can't win back-to-back games anymore or win series. And now my first on this new, and that's going to be a call strike 3 looking to Bichette. And this guy so far has come in and he's done the work. Brings up Lindor, who struck out his first time up. So, never mind waiting till after the Braves series to tell us if we are closed. I mean, are buyers or sellers. Just tell us now because we know that we're going to be selling the team. I mean, selling to make it better. To basically change the team for next year. And I'm fine with it. And I'm sure a lot of Met fans will be fine with it. So come on. They keep losing. That's all I got to say with that. 1-1 count to Lindor. And that's going to be a ball, 2-1. So, anyway. Next pitch is high for a ball, 3-1. Hey, thank you for the subscriber. I do appreciate it. I wish I would have known who you were. I would have shouted you out, but here's for you. Thank you very much. You're an MVP in my book. All you guys are MVPs in my book. I do appreciate it. I wish we had a better outcome with this team. I really do. I was looking forward to a real good first time doing this, but unfortunately, we got to go through the, you got to go through the mess, Hey, did he walk? Wow, I didn't even know. Lindor walked. I'm sitting here like, wait a minute, did he walk? That's it. That's another walk given up by the Blue Jays, and comes up is Ewing, who struck out his first time up. So, yeah. It's crazy. Ground ball, oh boy. He's not going to get him. He's not going to get him. He just double clutched. There's no way you're going to get Ewing. That's one thing about speed. Once you mess up, double clutch, they got the out of second. Unfortunately, he hit a fielder's choice, but wasn't a double play. Once he made it, Jimenez goes back into that glove. That kid was way past that base. Guerrero had to go off of it just to keep the ball from going bye-byes. Anyway, here comes Alvarez. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout also. You just hate to see the team like this go. Is it because, and I think it may be, and I'm sure people out there agree, and I know Foxy would agree with me, that when they lost Alonso, it just took the sails out of this team. The remaining team that's there. Not the guys that just came in and they're on the IL now. Half of them, or all of them, except Bo Bichette. That's a 2-strike count to Alvarez because you know him. He loves batting with 2 strikes. call timeout. So yeah, I think that losing Alonso hurt everybody, even us Met fans. Especially my wife. She don't want to watch him. She won't watch him. Here comes the pitch, and that's a ball, and he throws the first, and he's back safely. So one disengagement. Still 1-2 now. So yeah, yeah, I knew that. That's why I said it. There's a 1-2 count. Pitch is swung on and struck him out, and there's another strikeout. And I tell you right now, they set this up. They set this up perfect. Most times you don't set these up perfect. They gotta. Oh God, here we go again with these things. Brandon Fisher pitched the 1 inning. Then Miles came in, and Miles been lights out. He's only gave up 1 hit and 1 walk. So right away, and he struck out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 batters. He struck out. So he's doing the job that usually, after the starter comes in, he's doing that job. So we go to the bottom of the 4th, 5-0 Blue Jays. Coming up for the Blue Jays will be Vlad Guerrero Jr., Okamoto, and Varsho, and I don't know if Peralta's in the game or not. I don't know if they're going to keep him in that game. I don't know. I mean, if you're looking to showcase Peralta, they're going to go by not what he's doing now. They're going to go by what his record was before he came to the Mets. I'm telling you right now, because with a 5-6 record is not the man that the Mets signed. In fact, everybody's like, well, you know what? You got to stop showing. Now you mess me up. Now you're showing Alonso after Lindor hits a home run. Why do you have to show Alonso clapping with Lindor? That those days are over. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see Alonso with a Met uniform anymore because he doesn't have a Met uniform anymore. Especially when I'm watching a game that the Mets are losing 5-0. Come on now. Anyway, so yeah, Peralta's still in the game. But like I said, they're showcasing Peralta. And like I said, we talked about it, and I know that Peralta's being showcased. But like I said, they're not going to go by his 5-6 record. If they want him for the stretch run and for the playoffs, somebody's going to pay dearly for him and give us something. So we'll see. Anyway, Peralta's still in there with 46 pitches, and Guerrero, and that's a strike call. Guerrero is 1 for 2, a double, and a strikeout. Next pitch is strike call. A foul ball. It's 0-2. In the bullpen. They're not telling me who's in the bullpen for the Blue Jays. I gotta guess it. Corbin. Oh, that pitch is up high, and Guerrero goes down on his butt. He's laying out like a lounge chair right now. Anyway, it wasn't near his Woody. It wasn't near his head. Oh, yes, it was. I'm sorry. I apologize. It was by his face, and he got out of there quick. I wouldn't blame him. I would not blame him. But 1-2 count from Peralta. He's got 80 pitches thrown. This is probably his last inning, if he makes it through. And Guerrero swings in the dirt and strikes out. I didn't think he would go for that, but you know what? If he's got mentality like his dad would swing at everything, but he would hit it. I mean, he'd hit something that was not that impossible to hit, and he would hit it. That's a strikeout. It's going to bring up Okamoto. 1 for 1, a walk, RBI, and a run scored. And the first pitch is a strike. Yeah, Vlad Guerrero used to, oh my God, man. He would take pitches that were not even close to the plate and knocking the ball out of the park. Thou shalt not pass. You know what I'm saying? That was him. And that's why he's a Hall of Famer. 1-1 count. Okamoto. Next pitch is a ball, 1-1. The Mets and the Blue Jays have both ABS challenges. Both have 2 left. It's a 2-1 count to Okamoto. Yeah. Whew. And that pitch is popped up, and Alvarez can't find it, and it's out of play. He's like asking the, I swear he was asking the batter, where's that ball? Guys, I'm telling you right now, if you were here with me, you wouldn't want to be here because I'm wearing a tank shirt underneath, and it's soaked. No lie. And I got a fan going, but it's just soaked. This room doesn't have any nice air. Anyway, that's a foul ball, 2-2. So I'm doing this all for you guys. I'm going through this, and again, they're going to show the Mets. Oh, I hate when they do that. All right, fine, yay. We went to 14.5 games because we won yesterday because the Braves lost. We picked up a full game, guys. Please. I hate when they show that. 2-2. Doesn't bother me. Now, if I got 14, 15 straight wins and the Braves lost, yay, all right. But, you know, next pitch is foul back. Oh, my God. I could feel the sweat down my back. I'm not even playing. Come on now. 2-2 count. Here comes the pitch. And he check swings it, and that's going to be right to Peralta, flipped up to first, and that's an out. Score that. 1-3. 2 outs, and Varso's coming up. He's 0 for 2. 2 flyouts. Joey Gerber in the Mets bullpen, the right-handed pitcher. He'll probably be coming in next inning. Or this inning if they can't get out of it. First pitch is swung on and missed. 0-1. Next pitch is a ground ball. Nice play, second base, and makes the out. Easy 1-2-3 inning. Score that 4-3. No runs, no hits, none left. We go to the 5th inning. 5-0 Blue Jays. And coming up for the Mets, Young, Beatty, and Taylor. So we'll be right back we'll be going right to the 5th. We'll be going right to the 5th inning. 6th, 5th, bottom of the 5th, because the weakest hitter is right there. They're the weakest hitters right there. And like I told you, you don't start an inning with the weakest hitters, so. But that's what's been happening. All right, so here we go. Ooh, yeah. Oh my goodness. Sweating bullets here. All right. Yep. Is Miles still going to be in the game? That's the question right there today. Miles has come in. 2nd, 3rd, and 4th inning. Has pitched lights out for them. Giving the Mets no chance for nothing. Is he coming in for the next inning? I'm not sure if he's even was a starter at one point, or has he got a guy is he like one of Mania that has a rubber arm, you know, can pitch until they don't need him. We'll find out if he's still in the game. I don't know. I think that guy, I think it was Corbin. was warming up, so I don't think he's coming. I think he's coming out. Miles might be good for the Mets. It is going to be Patrick Corbin this season. He's 5.09 ERA, 15 starts, a WHIP of 1.55, and his first batter is Young, and Young struck out his first time up. This is their third pitcher of the game, and Young has a 0-2 count on him already. And like I told you guys, remember when you see Young, Beatty, and Taylor, that's 7, 8, and 9 batters. Then you know that's the weakest. And there's a ground ball. Oh, what a play by the first baseman, Guerrero. And that's going to be a, oh my God, that's a gold glove play right there. Saving a base hit. Or maybe base hit, definitely a base hit. Dove to his right, and beautiful play. Score that. A 3-1 put out, but it was a gold glove play. And coming up is Brett Beatty, who grounded out his first time up. So, like I told you, even though he almost got on base, it's just that unfortunately those things happen to those kind of guys that don't hit that well, and when they do try to get a hit, the fielders make a great play. 0-1 count to Beatty, and that's a strike call. 0-2. Still a 1-2 count to Beatty. Yeah, see, I don't consider this a getaway day for the Mets because they're off tomorrow, and they're going to go to Atlanta for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So I don't know. You know, usually guys try to speed it up. I'm not sure if the Blue Jays are going to be home. Maybe they're doing their thing to get it going. Sometimes these players, getaway day, they take pitches that they shouldn't take, and that's a strikeout right there, swinging. That's his first strikeout of the game. 2 outs. Remember, those are the 2. I told you already. That's 7th and 8th. Usually the Mets can't get the 7th, 8th, and 9th batters to get any hits. So it's a wasted inning, really. What if Spencer had a great 3 innings, 5 strikeouts, just gave up the 1 hit and 1 walk. Here comes Taylor. He lined out his first time up. Taylor's been doing a little bit good. Before he went on the disabled list, he was doing pretty good for the Mets. He'd give us some hits when we needed sometimes. That's a ball, 1-1. I mean, he has 3 home runs and I think 14 RBIs. Last year, he was just a glove. The guy was amazing in center field last year. I was thinking maybe Gold Glove, but they don't give it to us. And that pitch is swung on, and that's going to probably dunk in front of the. Oh, it gets past him. That's going to be a ground rule double. It hit the netting. They called him out. He got thrown out at second. What? Didn't it hit the netting? That hit the netting. Yeah, that's a double. No way, bro. That's a double. I'm sorry. You can't hit the netting, and you can't use the netting. I'm sorry. They better not. Are you kidding me? They called it an out? Wait a minute. The netting isn't out of play? If there was no netting, guys, it would be a double. Ground rule double. Are you kidding me? What? Oh my God, this is getting. You know what? That's a joke right there. I'm sorry. That's a joke. You're using the netting now as a. You can bounce it off the netting and then throw the guy out. So it's a single, and he's thrown out at second, trying to stretch it. That is something I don't understand. No runs, 1 hit, none left. Bottom of the 5th, which I don't agree with. But anyway, that's what they rule now. I guess there's new rulings that I don't know about. Anyway, coming up will be Kirk, Pinango, and Clemens, and I think it's going to be a different pitcher, not Peralta. I can't believe that. How do you call that? You know, if that it bounced, hit the netting, so it was going towards the stands to go in. Wouldn't that be a ground rule double? Right? You're gonna have a what? You're gonna have a fan throw it to the. I say, here, listen, man, take it, and then they pass it off to him, and then he throws to second. No, because it went in the stands. What is going on, man? How come MLB ain't getting involved with this? Saying, wait a minute, how come the Mets manager? Because you know why the Mets manager didn't know nothing. He's an interim manager that didn't do nothing for the Padres for 3 years. Now I'm starting to get nuts. Know the baseball game. If you don't know it, then don't be managing. How do you call that a out? Anyway, Joey Gerber's in the game for the Mets. 4 games pitched, 1.50, 6 innings, 5 hits, 1 walk, 8 strikeouts, no home runs. Joey Gerber in for the Mets. Unbelievable. Here comes Kirk, 1 for 1, and a strikeout. I mean, how do you call that? I mean, I still don't get it. Pitches 1-1. Crazy. Oh, the heat's getting to me. I don't need to be getting crazy. If the Mets do that to me, they get me nuts. Next pitch is a ball 2-1. Oh man, dying. Oh God.
You have an extra plug here for this?
You can put it in.
Yes, you can. Put it in here.
Oh, in this you can put it?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Where do you
This is
put
a
it?
charger.
Where do you put it? Oh, you gotta work, right?
Yep. I'm going in.
All right.
So that's got cold water in it.
All right, thank
Hold
you.
on.
And that's ball 4. He walked him.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hold on. She's fallen.
Oh, it's a she?
Ziggy.
Oh, Ziggy?
Okay.
Thank you.
Now this is so you get the.
Yeah, but,
Hold on. Look.
yeah, I know.
It goes to 6.
I got you.
Okay. How's that?
Thank you.
All right,
I like you.
she's got to eat.
All right. Oh, wait. Yo, well, she's got to
She
wait.
has chicken nuggets or she.
I know, but she has to wait till the game's over. I can't do nothing. I don't know when the game's over. It's in the 5th inning.
Well, I can't. I got it.
All right. Anyway, she was setting me up with this little cool thing that she bought for me and finally came in. Anyway, 1-1. I pop out and fly out for Pinango. It's a 1-1 count. There's a man on first with the walk. Pitch is thrown, and that's a strike. 1-2. One-two count. Next pitch is swung on, and that's hit to short. Throw to first, second, and over the double play. The Mets get a double play. Wow. They get a double play. You got to give them something for that. Score that a 6-4-3 double play. Got to give them something, right? And it seems like when Lindor's in the game, the Mets get more double plays. I'm just saying. I'm just saying that they've gotten a lot more double plays than they did when he's not in the lineup. And here comes Clemens, who doubled and got an RBI. Did he get an RBI? I think he's 1 for 2 with a double and an RBI, I think. No, RBI and run scored. So he's got run scored and RBI. Okay, here we go. Oh, yeah, nice. I feel that nice. Ground ball, shortstop, over to first, and that's the inning. So score that, 6-3 put out, and that's the inning. Nice inning for Gerber, and helped by, of course, Lindor. So, no runs, no hits, none left, and we go into the 6th inning, 5-0 Blue Jays. Coming up for the Mets will be the top of the lineup, Benj, Soto, and Bichette. Whew. Get that cold air going in. My water. Got my water inside. I don't know. It's 5:02 Eastern, and the next game for the Braves would be at 7-something. So hopefully the game will be over by then, so I could be a glutton for punishment again to do a game. Hopefully it gets cooler at night for the Phillies, the Braves game. That's if I get to it. I haven't even set it up yet for it, so we'll see what happens. I would prefer a Mets nice comeback to win and win that 3-game, 2 out of 3 of the series. But whatever comes first. Oh yeah, I feel much cooler. Just a portable little thing like that, You throw water in it, and then it does miracles. I was waiting for it. She said she'd get me one, and she got it for me. Because the fans ain't working. You know what I'm saying? It's just blowing hot air in here. All right, so start of the 6th inning. Yeah, I still don't understand that call. So the fence must be part. I guess the netting must be part of the game now. All right. Binge is 1 for 2, a double. His last time up, and that's a 1-1 count right now. Corbin's still in the game, pitching. Oh my goodness! Chicago beat the Padres 23. I think it was 3. I'm going to check that. Maybe Conforto got his 3rd home run in the game. That would be so nice. Like I said, he was done wrong by the Dodgers last year. So I'm hoping that the Cubs don't do that to him this year if they make the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Kid, he's a real good player. Anyway, that ball is low, 2-2. Two and two. Pitch is thrown, and that's low for a ball. 3-2. It's been silent here because the Mets have been silent. 3-2. Here comes the pitch, and that's going to be a ground ball right to first. He's going to flip it up to the pitcher covering, and that is an out. Score it 3-1. Juan Soto, who's 0 for 2, and I don't think he's even gotten a hit in this series. I could be wrong, but I think Juan has hit a skid, which is not what the Mets need. First pitch to Juan Soto, and that is a strike call. Yep. Next pitch is a swinging strike. We got an 0-2 count already on Juan Soto. Oh-2 count, and that's up high, 1-2. Next pitch is low. 2-2. Here comes the next pitch, and that's going to be a whoa. Okay, they call it a ball. No challenge, so it's 3-2 to Juan Soto. Top of the sixth, 1 out. Mets trailing 5-0 in the rubber game of the series. Next pitch is a swung on and popped. No, actually out to center field, and it's going to make the catch, and that's an out. I don't know why I did. I just did that because of Juan Soto, because he's not hitting anymore. Bo Bichette. Bo Bichette is 0 for 1, a walk and a strikeout. First pitch to him is upstairs, a ball. Next pitch is swung on and fouled back, 1-1. I mean, so far, Toronto actually using their pitches the right way. Doing a great job coming in and mowing down the Mets. 1-1 pitch, and that's swung on and missed. We got a 1-2 count here. Oh, my God. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Ground ball to third base. In the dirt and scooped up by Guerrero, and that is the inning. Score that, 5-3. No runs, no hits, none left. We go to the bottom of the sixth. 5-0 Blue Jays. Coming up for the Blue Jays will be Keys, Jimenez, and Lucas. All right, let's check that. I want to see what happened in that game. They went nuts with home run, 23-3. Must have been a windy day in Chicago. Blowing out. Wind's blowing out. Let's see. Final score, Guardians 9, Rangers 4. 23-3 final score, Cubbies. Let's see. Box score. Wow. How many home runs were hit? They don't put home runs on this thing? That's stupid. Anyway, that was a home run fest over there. I think it was like maybe 7 home runs by the Cubs, 1 home run by the Padres. Yep. Nationals beat the Red Sox 10-2. That's final. All these games are finals. Tigers beat the Yankees 6-2. Yankees go to a 7-game losing streak. That's the worst of the year for them. Now, do you think that they would get rid of Boone? Boone's only missed 1 playoff season, so in his tender. So, but you never know, right? Just throw it out there. Here comes Keys, who has a 3-run home run. The big difference right now, giving them a 5-0 lead. First pitch is a strike. Next pitch is a ball, 1-1. He has that home run, strikeout, and 3 RBIs. Next pitch is a ball, 2-1. Next pitch is a strike call. They called it a strike, 2-2. We got a 2-2 count here. Outside corner. I didn't think it was going to be a strike, but they called it. 2-2 pitch, a ground ball to second, over the first. That's 1 gone, scored. 4-3 put out. Brings up Jimenez. He is 1 for. Jimenez is 1 for. No, he's 0 for 1. I'm sorry, with a walk. Something's gone on out there. I don't know what. Don't know. He's coming out of the game. Gerber is coming out of the game. Something happened to our pitcher. I don't know what's going on, guys, but I don't know. Gerber is out of the game, so a new pitcher will be coming in, so there'll be a pitching change. Colonial Perez will be coming in, and he'll get a lot of time to warm up. So there you go. Don't know what happened to Gerber. You're going to have to wait till after the game. All right? I'll let you know. Just give me 1 second. I can't make her dinner right now because I want to get back. Hey, I have to wait till after the game. How you feeling? Stay in that air. Well, you know, I don't know how long it's going to take. They're still, well, I don't know. Well, I'll do it after this inning. After this inning, I go. I'm gonna have to. What do you call it? I'm gonna have to give my daughter some food because now, you know, she's 11 years old. She's saying, "I'm hungry. I'm hungry." You know, kids, they don't want to eat. They want not junk, but you know, it's just, you know, it's one of those days, hot dog or something like that. You know. Anyway, I don't know what happened to him, but Gerber came out of the game. So, more problems for the Mets. More IL problems. Hopefully it's not bad. Maybe it's just a blister. Who knows? I don't know. Young kid, right? I like the kid that's coming in now, Perez. In the yesterday's, was it yesterday? It was yesterday's game. He was the opener, right? Am I right? Oh my God, I can't remember. I think he was. I gotta look it up. I think he was the opener yesterday. Was it yesterday? Because I didn't do Friday. I didn't do the first game. I didn't do Monday's game, so it had to be yesterday. And I think he was the opener, and he pitched one good inning. It started the ball rolling for the Mets in their shutout. No, I'm wrong. When did he pitch that game? Oh, that's right. He pitched Sunday. Didn't he? Oh. Yeah. Yeah. I'll get it. Yeah. He pitched Sunday He started for he was the opener for the Mets. Pitched one good inning, 2 strikeouts, and then they bring in Myers, and then he messed up, and Senga messed up. And, okay, I got it. But the kid, I say, why don't you start this kid? Why don't you give him a chance? You know? Not just put him as an opener. So they're still warming up here. I could have probably finished the food already. Jeez. Oh, man, come on. Blue Jays, 5 runs, 7 hits. Mets, 2 hits. No runs, no errors. Bottom of the 6th here. There's 1 out. There was a pitching change. Gerber left the game with an injury. We don't know what. So that's where you stand right now. Wow, it's a long one, man. But that's what happens when you got an injury. They get as much time as they need. It's still not ready yet, right? All right, we're about to start, I think. Just more delays that I won't be able to probably do the night game. Here comes the pitch, and that's a ball upstairs. So Jimenez, like I said, is 0 for 1 with a walk. One 0 count. Next pitch is swung on and fouled back. We got a 1-1 count. That place is packed, even the upper deck, everywhere around the stadium, even the hotel. That's inside there. Looking at the windows. 1-1 count, and that's a foul ball. We got a 1-2 count here. Yeah, I'm cool in the front because of the coolness, but the back was all sweated out already. So I can't wait to take that shirt off, like wring it out, get rid of it. Oh, it's a strikeout. Told you I like this kid. First strikeout of the game for him. That's 2 outs. It's going to bring up Lukes, who's 2 for 3 with a run scored. See how fast they can do to make her hot. Well, they're already made, so just have to warm them up so I can get back here in time. It doesn't matter unless there's big stuff happening in the game. Double duty, baby. I'm doing double duty. My wife works at night, and my daughter needs her food. I'm not going to trust a 11-year-old with boiling water. That would be bad. We got a 1-1 count on Lukes. Here comes the pitch, and that's going to be a foul ball. 1-2. This kid, I'm telling you, I like the kid. He's shown me a lot since he's been a Met. And he struck him out. And that ends the inning. So no runs, no hits, none left. And we are going to the top of the 7th. So I will be right back. Staying in the cold there. Okay, I'm back. I don't have any outs. Let's see. Well, we got a 2-2 count on Ewing. So I didn't miss anything? Yeah, because Ewing was... No, not Ewing. Yeah, Ewing. Lindor. What happened to him? He made out. I don't know what he did. Okay, Lindor's out. Ewing 3-2 count. I don't know what Lindor did. 2-2 count, 3-2 count, and that's going to be a swung on, and that is going to be caught by Guerrero at first base. So that's an out. That's 2 outs. And Alvarez is up, and he is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Oh my God, what a difference it is when you walk out that door and you're in air conditioning. Whew. Pitch is strike called. 0-1. We just tell her 0-2 count. I just fed her. And he's doing it right now, so I don't know if he's going to be on. But I'll let you know. We love you too. I'm supposed to be on his show, yeah. I'm supposed to be on the Brooklyn Guys show. I'm not sure now what's going on because it's after 1-2 count. That's inside 2-2. The game went into I don't know why it had a rain delay, but didn't even rain. That's a ground ball, slowly hit. Pitcher gets it, completes the play, and that retires the side. So no runs, no hits, no left. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Mets trail 5-0. Coming up will be Guerrero, Akamoto, and Varso. And I think Perez will pitch another inning because he usually pitches like 2 innings. Right. She just said I'm such a great daddy. Oh, that's what I try to be for both my kids. I do have a son that's 23 from my first wife, and he actually is going to be a lawyer, so that's awesome. And I got a 11-year-old daughter that basically can draw like the best of them, and she's only 11. So yes, it's awesome. Woo. Oh, 7th inning. Is it? Oh, right? 7th. All right, let's check that. I forgot. Well, it was supposed to be 7th inning. We'll check it now. I'm confused because I wanted to do that. All right, let's see if we got anything more here. Well, we got one. We got one more vote. Did we? Yeah. Well, it's got the Blue Jays 62% and the Mets 38%. So it looks like right now the Blue Jay fans are going to win this the way it is, 5-0, of course. But you never know. 2 more innings for the Mets, actually, 3.5 altogether. Anyway, brings up Guerrero, who is 1 for 3 with a double and 2 strikeouts. And yeah, so what are you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? I mean, you wanted so bad, and I wanted so bad for the Mets to win a series, and they had a chance, and unfortunately, She just told me he goes on at 6 o'clock tonight. He changed his thing, I guess. All right, Vlad Guerrero, 0-1 count. Here comes the pitch, and that's low, 1-1. And the roof is being closed now because I think it started to rain. I think that's what they're doing right now, is closing that roof. Yep, they're closing it. Next pitch is a low, 2-1. So, weatherman's even wrong in Canada. We got a 2-1 count. There's a pitch, and that's swung on and fouled back. It's 2-2. The way things might go, you know what? I just might skip tonight's, trying to get tonight's game because I do have a. I should be going. I'll be going on the Brooklyn guys channel, and I'd rather just do that and then get out of this room till tomorrow night. But at least I'll have my new thing. Anyway, 2-2 still. And give myself a break. Two and two. I'm sorry, 2-2. Keep saying 3-2, and I blew it. 3-2. See, I say something and it happens. 3-2. We're gonna out. There's no outs. No outs yet. 3-2 pitch coming. Here comes the pitch, and that's gonna be outside. That's gonna be a walk. I usually don't see him walk people, but he's walking somebody. Oh, boy. Cosmo Automoto, 1 for 2, RBI single, a walk and a run scored. First pitch is a fly ball. That's hit to center. Going back, it's going to hit off the wall. A.J. Ewing throws to second on a fly. He's going to get him out on a fly. I'm telling you, that kid can throw. What a throw. On a fly. It hit off the wall. He got it. He throws to Lindor at second, and what a throw by A.J. Ewing to gun him down. So that's a single trying to stretch it into a double. Wow. That is awesome. That kid's got an arm, I told you. I'm sure that a lot of teams would want that arm, but he's not going anywhere. They better not trade him. You got to get those young kids staying there. It brings up, and Guerrero's at third with 1 out. What a throw by A.J. Ewing. Varsho is 0 for 3. Varsho is 0 for 3. What a gun. He hit the Tom Horton sign, bounced right to him. He gets it on a fly to Lindor, and he was out by 2 miles at least. I mean, he slid so early, and Lindor just had to put the tag on his foot. And it's a ground ball, and that's going to go right through the base, right through the hole. And they're going to score their 6th run of the game. And after I say good things about somebody, right? I say good things about Perez, and now he gives up. I don't know if that's his first run ever given up, but that's the first one I ever saw. It's now 6-0 Toronto. But like I said, and if you follow me, you know that I say that sometimes you're going to have a bad game if you come in. As much as you come in, there's always a chance to fail. And Perez has now thrown 20 pitches. This is his 2nd inning of work. Should he have pitched this second inning of work? I don't know. But there's going to be a challenge by Kirk as a 0-1 count is a strike. Kirk is going to challenge it for the Blue Jays, saying that's a ball, and we'll see what happens. And that ball is a strike. So Toronto is down to 1 challenge. So it stays a strike. Kirk was wrong. And you figure, he's a catcher. Usually catchers should be right. They should know that strike zone, but sometimes it don't happen. Anyway, here comes the 0-1 pitch. Runner on first. Here it comes, and that's a base hit. Past Beatty. Beatty bobbles it. Picked up by Binge, and runner is going to go to first and second right now. All of a sudden, the kid I like is giving up hits and runs. So right there is a red flag that if you want to try to keep this game close or leave it like it is, get him out of the game. You're using this kid too much. Beatty bobbled it in the outfield, so you know what, Beatty? I'm on your case. So Beatty gets this. Thank you, Beatty. Oh, thank you, Homer. Anyway, it's going to bring up Miles Straw, pinch hitter, 233 average, 2 home runs, and 13 RBI. He's batting for Pinaggio. Miles Straw. Here comes the pitch, and that's a strike call. I think you leave this kid in too long. I think you shouldn't. I think he was done. He had that 1 inning. You should have got him out once he gave up a walk. Here comes the pitch, and that ball is shot out of the. It's gone. The stamp must have been on it because he delivered that. That's a 3-run home run for Toronto, and this game is blown to kingdom come. It's now 9-0 Blue Jays. Just like that, pinch hit home run. I told you, walks kill, and once he walked, it was over. Yeah, nothing you can do about that. I mean, you know, if you thought that the Mets were going to come back and win this series, then you're just like, no offense, you're just like Cohen and you're just like Stern, because there's no chance in hell, or I should have said double H-E double hockey stick, sorry about that, that they're coming back this year, guys. It just ain't going to happen. You know, it just ain't going to happen. First game of this month is going to be a loss. Last month, they lost the first game. So we're going to do the same thing again? That's a strike on Clement. He's 1 for 3. Nothing you can do, nothing you can say. Like I said, just give us our notice saying we are not going to be there this year, guys. We're going to rebuild. And I'll be happy. And I'll be happy. I'll do these games without making one sound of, you know, I'll be still angry, of course, with the team not playing well. In the bullpen is Minter. Minter's warming up for the Mets. There's a 1-2 count on Clement. You know what I'm saying? Just tell us, man. Come out and say it. Don't come out and tell me like you did today. Oh, I have no idea. I'm not gonna. Stern's job is safe. After you say that, it's 9-0 Blue Jays. So you still think Stern's job should be safe? Cohen, you shouldn't be saying nothing. Wait till the end of the year, then you tell us about him. That's a base hit. That's gonna be a throw to third. He's gonna be out. Another out. He threw him out. Who's that now? They're gonna try. Are you gonna challenge it? You're winning 9-0. Why are you gonna challenge it? Just say you're out. Get out of here. Who threw that in the outfield? Is that Juan Soto? No, that's Young. Young or Taylor? Taylor. Taylor threw that from left field. Not like A.J. Ewing. It got there on a bounce. Right to Beatty, and he might be safe. Come on, Beatty. He's safe. He didn't get that tag on him in time. It's a double. Of course, they're going to challenge it when they're winning 9-0. Yeah, he's definitely safe, guys. He made it. Beatty did not tag him the right area. He tagged him up high, and he tagged him up like up here, and the runner was safe. He's definitely going to be safe. He's going to give him a double, and it shouldn't take that long. It really shouldn't. It really not should take that long. This should not take long at all. Clearly, you could tell he was safe. They called him out, but now it's got to be definite. They called him out. Wow. This stuff is crazy today. That guy was safe. I saw it. You could see he was safe. His hands on the base. He didn't get to the. Oh, okay. Hey, listen. Take the out, right? Pitching change coming in. Well, you know what? They called him safe, so out. So guess what? I'm giving him an MVP to throw. Give him something, right, guys? Give him something. So a single and thrown out, trying to stretch it into a double, just like the same inning. So coming in is Minter. Perez, I still like the kid. I still like him. I just think that, you use him so much, he's going to get a bad game, and he got it today. That's his bad game right now. There's 2 outs. So, yeah. It's one of those days, guys. Yeah. It would have been nice. I was yesterday when, they won the game. I said, wow, okay, good. When I'm doing the game tomorrow, we got a chance for a series victory. And I get excited about that. You want to call that game and you want to call a win. I always want to call a win. They pitched really good. They played really good in the field. They hit. They did everything they're supposed to do yesterday. And then today, their so-called big swing of the big deal of the winter has not been doing anything for the Mets in the last 10 games. So right away, there you go. Nothing you can do about it. I mean, you can do something about it, not watch them, not be a Met fan, but, unfortunately, I'm a diehard Met fan. Like I said, live and die with that team. And I guess I'm a glutton for punishment, I guess. I know that this team is going nowhere fast, and a lot of things are going to be changing. So Minter's in there with a strike on Keys. Keys is 1 for 3, and I think that was his first Major League home run. I still want to check that out, but in 13 games, he's allowed no earned run, 7 hits, 1 walk, and 10 strikeouts, and no home runs. So Minter is being his old self when he was with the Braves. So 1-2 count. We got a 1-2 count here. Trying to get out of this inning. Here comes the pitch, and he's going to strike him out, and that's going to end the inning. But more runs have been added on to this blowout. 3 more runs to make it 9-0 going to the top of the 8th. Mets will have Young, Beatty, and Taylor, and like I said, that is a mixture, a disaster, you know, a cocktail that you make that is not going to get you anything, because you got 3, and I mean, if you you know, you can't even put them in the top of the lineup. You can't. You can't offset the lineup with these 3 guys. You can't. It's just not going to be good. So, yep. That's the way it is. And that lineup will be put out every day in some other way down there at the bottom. And I don't like when they put Alvarez 9th. So they got to stop that. Even though Alvarez is having a bad game today, he's still a better hitter than Beatty, Young, and Taylor. So, in my opinion, of course. This is what the Mets need to do. They need to do it this year, at the end of the year, or maybe at the trading deadline. Get younger, of course. And then, what happened? This thing died? Uh-oh. Why? The plug ain't working. What happened here? Oh, she has. So Straw is in left. Uris is at second. Those are the new for the substitutions for the Blue Jays. I don't know what's going on. Why'd that thing stop? And it's Young. He's got a strike. Owen Corbin's still in there. It's 0-2 to him. Young is 0 for 2, strikeout on the ground out. Just don't have to watch me. Just look at the game or look what is going on. You'll see that those guys are not that hit. They're not hitters. Hold on, I gotta put this in here and see if this is gonna get my thing back. Because now I don't want to be stuck in here with the problem. Oh no! What? Hey, well, let's start. You gotta be kidding. 1-2 pitch and he struck him out. Don't even tell me. We just got this thing. And it stopped and it didn't want to work no more. What the hell? Did my thing blow out or something? Wow. And Beatty, he's going to get a base hit. See that? Once in a while, Beatty will give you a hit when there's nobody in scoring position. So I'm going to give Beatty a nice little, there you go. So Young struck out and Beatty singles, and here comes Taylor. Taylor's actually got a hit in this game. He's 1 for 2. I don't believe that happened. Holy cow. Ball upstairs, 1. Maybe it's in the wrong spot. Good one. Please work. Oh God, I almost took it off the bat. Oh God. I almost took it off the thing. Come on. Yes. Thank you. I don't know what happened. Maybe my thing blew up. How do you get up to the high? All right. All right. So we got. Oh my God. I'm going to be melting in front of you. It's a 2-1 count to Taylor. Next pitch is ground ball, foul, outside of first. We got a 2-2 count. We need something. We need something to happen. We haven't seen that all night, all day, one time. I know why Taylor's there. I know it because he can play the outfield. He was great in center field last year. But if he's not going to hit for us, there goes a pitch, swung on, and that's flied out to center, and that's 2 gone. So 2 out of the 3 guys are 2 out of 3 are out. Brings him Carson Binge, who is 1 for 3 with a double. You know what I'm saying? You could just see this team the way they are. And there goes Green. He's always drinking that water. Anyway, 1 for 3 double and he's got a strike on Binge. I have no clue what you're saying there. That's a ball, 1-1. I see Mauricio getting gloves on. Are they going to take Soto out of the game? Because, you know, we're down 100-0. 1-1 count, that's a ball. 2-1. Team is, what are you going to do? What do you say? Walking around like something's wrong. Here comes the pitch. That's 2-2. Ball gets away, but the runner stays. Oh God. But see, you see what I'm saying? The bottom of the lineup gives you 2 outs already. The bottom of the lineup gives you 2 outs already. Not saying the Mets are going to come back, but still 9-0, and they got the weakest lineup in the world. Bottom 7, 8, and 9. Here comes the 3-1 pitch, and that ball is hit deep, and it's going back to center fielder, and oh, it's a stamp on that one. He hit a 2-run home run. Carson Binge gets the 2-run home run. The Mets do not get shut out. Just like that, they get 2 runs. A 2-run home run by Carson Binge. And I told you, like I said, these 2 young kids, you keep them. You do not trade them at all. Juan Soto, who is 0 for 3, takes a... Is it a strike? I don't know. They're not saying nothing. The pitch was thrown, but there's no count. Come on, give me a pitch count, people. Now you're not putting a pitch count up there. 1-0, 1-1. There you go, 1-1. Next pitch is swung on and foul back, 1-2. One-two pitch. And that's a strikeout. Juan Soto strikes out, but Carson Binge hits a 2-run home run. The Mets now trail 9-2. He's coming out to do something, maybe a double switch. Green is coming out to do something. So the Mets score 2 runs on 2 hits. No runs left on. Yeah, they're coming. Green is coming out. He's double switching. I can guarantee it. Coming up for the Blue Jays, Jimenez, Lucas, and Guerrero in the 8th. they come up. Oh, well, at least we got to get that. At least we get the home run going there. And take that out of there now because that's gone. That's how quick it went. All right. Like I said, I mean, you know, it's proven right there that you want to keep those two young kids. You want to build around, of course, you keep Soto, the McLean, you keep Alvarez, you know, everybody else, Soto, of course, like I said, you got to keep him. And then you build around those guys, and that's how you work it. You get people in here that can, you know, help you in the 7th, 8th, and 9th spot. Not these weak batters. Then you get, you know, your relief pitching has been good. It's just that sometimes it's not. You know, you got the wrong guy sometimes in there, and you have no pitching. Right now, there's no pitching for the Mets. You know, and it's Jimenez up with a 1-0 count. He's 0 for 2 with a walk and a strikeout. But, like I said, and that pitch is right to the pitcher. He flips it over to first, and that is an out. Looks like Wagaman. Is that, no, it's Taylor. I think it's still in the game. Score that a 1-3 put out. No. Get that out of here. 1-3 put out. And then it's going to bring up. And Ronnie Mauricio is playing third now. So they took out Bichette in his last game of Toronto. And that's a strike call to Lukes. He's 2 for 4. 2 singles and a run scored. Well, Mets are going to lose another. That's a foul ball out of play. 0-2. The Mets are going to lose another series, and they're going to take a day off to think about the next series, which will be against the Braves in Atlanta in a 4-game series. So, hopefully tomorrow we'll all be getting a email or a letter, something from a message saying that this season's over, and we're sorry about that, but we're going to try to make this team better for you for next year. And I will be happy because the New York Rangers, who was my favorite team in all the sports, did it to me in January. I was upset, but I understood it. I really didn't understand it, but you know, you got to live with it, and at least they told you. So that's what the Mets should do. And I'm guaranteeing a lot of us will be a lot better. And maybe we'll even watch the game and just thinking about the future of the Mets, you know, like, you know, watching the young kids play. 1-2 pitch is line drive. Oh, what a play! Oh, what a catch, a diving catch. And that's my man I told you about. He can't play, he can play that field. Taylor can play the field, but he can't hit a lick. What a diving catch by Taylor. In a 9-2, he didn't have to do that, but he did it. What a catch by Taylor. Not that much has been happening in this game, but the Mets are playing some good fielding. I tell you that today. And it's Guerrero, 1 for 3, and that pitch is fouled off. I mean, you know, then you decide, you say, well, you know what? Listen, keep Taylor, because he's a defensive genius. I mean, he should have a gold glove. The guy is unbelievable. He'll play left field, right field, center, and he does all the time what he does there. It's only fortunate that he's not a good hitter. Anyway, so he got a double, walk and a run scored. Vlad Guerrero, 2 outs, bottom of the 8th. You know? And that's a ground ball right to Mauricio, who just got in the game, and that's the inning. So no runs, no hits, none left. Score that a 5-3 putout. We go to the top of the ninth inning. Mets trail 9-2. Coming up for the Mets will be no more Bo Bichette, Lindor, and Ewing. So it might be two pinch hitters. Oh, well, we know that Mauricio is playing for Bo, so Mauricio will be put in there. Lindor might be pinch hit, and A.J. Ewing will be coming up, so we'll see. But like I said, you know what I'm saying? That's the problem. I mean, they had Taylor already punched in from last season that he was going to be a Met this year because of his fielding, not because of his hitting. But then everything went down the tubes, and they had no hitters. And there you go. If they can give him a better, maybe he should get to the batting cages a lot more, because he does have 3 home runs and like 16 RBIs, but he's not a guy that hits a lot. That's why he's down at the bottom of the lineup. But he can play that field. Wow. And a losing cause, and he dove for that ball. So, just saying, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like, hey, listen, you could put him on your team, but as long as you have other guys that can, hit, you won't have to use them as much. Just put them in for defensive purposes in the late innings, if you want to. So, because then you'll have. See, here's the thing. Then you'll have what you have out there now. You have A.J. Ewing, center field. You'll have Carson Binge, right field, and you'll have Taylor after Soto. You know what I'm saying? You could DH Soto or whatever. You can have Taylor out there. I'm just saying. That's what I'm saying, my opinion. So, but anyway, we'll go to the 9th inning. Mauricio's coming up. And I think Corbin is still in the game. And the first pitch to Mauricio is a strike call. And like I said, no offense to Mauricio. He just hasn't had an opportunity. And he doesn't get the opportunity. And I think that basically the time of the Mets is up. Maybe somebody else will give him a chance. 0-2 right now on Mauricio. You see what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, when he hits the ball, sometimes it goes out pretty far, but he doesn't do it all the time, and he needs to go. Next pitch is up high, 1-2. I mean that's the time. That's when you have to, like I said, Beatty, Mauricio, their time is up. Their time should have been up way before Brandon Nimmo went, but that's a different story. Anyway, 1-2, and that's a strike 3, swinging, and that's 1 gone in the 9th inning. It's like I'm writing this script, but I'm not. It's just what I know. I know this team, and I know. So Lindor is coming up, 0-2 with a walk. You know what I'm saying? I know this is how this team has been going. First pitch is a strike call to Lindor, and Lindor is damaged goods right now. I'm sorry to tell you, but. Like I said, Lindor is good to have Lindor in the lineup, because he's another bat that helps Soto and Bichette. But a trading piece now, I don't know, because of the two injuries this year. And that's a high pitch. That's a 2-1. So, maybe you don't trade Lindor. Maybe somebody don't want. Maybe somebody doesn't want him. They don't want him. Anyway, here's the pitch, and that ball is crushed. And then forget about it. Put 2 stamps on that, because that was delivered yesterday. That is gone. I got so confused. I was like, "What? Where am I going? That's a home run." No, that's a home run.
Mets, baby, love the Mets. All right, baby, let's go. Get a home run, baby. Love the
Lindor.
Mets.
I'm telling you, when he gets a pitch, he can crush it. And he did. It's unfortunate that the Mets are too far behind. You know what I'm saying? They're too far behind. That's the third home run of the game. Right, third? Second. I'm giving him 3. Second home run of the game. Here comes A.J. Ewing. He's 0 for 3 today. You know, I mean, like I said, and that's a fly ball, and he bangs his. Oh wow, look at that! I like to see that. He banged his bat down, frustration because he knew he flew out to the center fielder. So I like that. That is something that you give about your at bat. He broke that bat. You can see it break. That's somebody I like. I like that on the team. Showing your emotion, frustration with the team. Here comes Alvarez. He's 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. And he takes a strike, 0-1. And a ground out. Is Alvarez going to challenge sometime before the end of this game? Because he does all the time if it's a close pitch. And that's 2 strikes. Right? 2 strikes? Or timeout. I'm sorry. I know it's 2 strikes. Anyway, last at bat for the Mets. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like they're going to win this series. And that's strike 2. 0-2. Down to the last strike. Didn't go. It didn't go the way the Mets wanted. Unfortunately, another. Oh wow! He swung and missed. He struck out 3 times, and that is the ball game. Final score is going to be 9-3. A home run by Lindor in the 9th inning, and that is it. Toronto takes the series. 9 runs, 12 hits. Mets 3 runs, 5 hits. Losing pitcher, Freddie Peralta. He's now 5-7. Winning pitcher, I want to say it's Brandon Fisher or maybe Miles. I don't know who was the winning pitcher. But anyway, big blow of the game is Keys, a 3-run home run in the 3rd inning. His first career home run. So that was his first. So there you go. First home run for the kid. I give it to him. So Miles won the game, and Corbin got the first save. So Miles went 4-1, and Corbin got his first save of the year. So that's the final right there. What are you gonna say, guys? Like I said, I've said all I can say. This is the way it's gonna be the rest of the year. So unfortunately, the first game of the month, brand new month, we got to put it right here as the Mets lose the game 9-3. I keep a record. I have my calendar here through the month, and there's going to be 31 days this year as opposed to 30 last month. So I put that right here, and we go from there. And I use it. I use it to see what their record is on the season. I mean, on the month. What they do. They've had bad last 2 months of losing records. So, all you can do is hope for a winning month. That's all you can do. But that's it. I thank everyone for sweating it out with me. Maybe I was the only one sweating it out. But anyway, I'd like to thank Woody. Woody, thanks a lot, buddy. Appreciate it. Wish it would have been a better game for us. Not sure. I'm going to try to find out if I'm going to be on the show for with the Brooklyn guy. That's his channel. So if you want to check that out, you can check us out there. I'm sure he's going to be screaming right now as it is, and I'm going to be right there with him and his. I do forget his friend's name. I do apologize. I have to apologize to him that I haven't said it right. Anyway, tomorrow I'll be doing an MLB game. I don't know what, but I will be doing it tomorrow night, and then I'll be back on Friday for the Mets and the Atlanta Braves. And then Saturday, I'll be doing the Saturday afternoon game, MLB, that I'll pick another team. And then Sunday, I'll be back for the Mets. And then Monday, I'll be back for the Mets. So there you go. It's all done. I got it all scheduled out. I'll let you guys know. I do appreciate everybody. And thank you for that subscriber. Once again, you guys are all MVPs. and we will talk again. And like I said, if you're not on tomorrow for the game that I do, I'll see you on Friday with the Mets, the first game of that series. Now, I'm not sure if they even put down the first game of the series, who's going to be pitching, because I'm really curious. I don't know what's going on with the Mets with their pitchers, because now I'm lost after Peralta. You know, so let's see if they got it. Well, yeah, we got Scott. I like Scott. Scott, we got to keep him too. I forgot about the rookie Scott. He came back. He's 2-0. So I don't know who's pitching for the Braves, but Scott is pitching on Friday. So that's it. Thanks a lot, guys, and enjoy the rest of your Wednesday night. And I will see you on the other side. Like I'll either see you on tomorrow night or Friday. But that's it. And